Hello!
Hello. Welcome to the next video. This pot came from dead Red Savina. A video will show you at a later date. And we're going to replace it. Now, to replace the Red Savinas, it's the Red Savina when they get roots starting to go through the bottom, because they'll soon become root bound, so they want to expand a bit.
Usually you wouldn't go up to such a big size pot from such a small size pot. You'd probably go up to well,
halfway between.
Basically a pot that you could put that pot into, with about that much my finger's space around the edges, whereas this one's about my hand space around the edges, but it's a test.
Yeah, see how big you can go. So we have seen plants in pots the size of that bin before, which grow very large, but for a household plant this should be plenty enough. We got, what was it, 50 chilies off of the plant in that pot. So planting the same species. This is actually the offspring of the previous plant in this pot. So I hope it'll do quite well. Right, first step. Some of your standard potting compost. Give it a good fill.
It's also wise to, well, you can do, it's up to you, but if you put some like heavy like stones or not ground down much like in the bottom of the pot, so the water doesn't just go straight through.
We put some rough organic compost in the bottom of this one.
Sometimes I don't do it, but it's up to you really.
Okay. Right. What you may want to do when potting is add a solid fertilizer. This is specifically for chilies, this one, but if you use one for a tomato feed or something, that'll work just as well. It's pretty much just the same stuff. Go for whatever's cheaper, really.
Make sure it does have a similar ingredient.
Chilies are usually the cheaper fertilizer to buy because it's less common than tomato, because the companies will charge more for the tomato fertilizer than they will for the chili fertilizer because they sell more. But really, they're pretty much the same stuff. The one main thing this might have more of than the tomato fertilizer is the magnesium content, which is higher in this. But you can buy Epsom salts to supplement that, and that comes from a chemistry student. So you mix some of that in, just to give the plant a boost, and you fill it up. And I'll get back to you.
This is the second part of the potting of the Red Savina. It should just be a continuous video.
Yeah, right. Simple thing to do. Put your fingers at the bottom of the stem, stop it from falling straight out, turn it over. Now, this was watered a couple days ago. Bit of light tapping.
I'm squeezing.
Yeah. It should eventually give way. Right, it's going.
You might think this is going to shock the plant to pieces, but it doesn't. Just don't pull it out by the actual plant. As you can see, it's very small. Once again, going into a very large pot, which is a test. So don't go away and put it in such a large pot yourself. As I said earlier, possibly go up from that size to that size.
As I say, our previous experience with this kind of plant tells us that it might be able to do it. It's planted a cutting in this size pot, and it went very, very quickly.
Yeah, it was a cutting around the same size, with no roots at all. And we will show you how it's getting on.
One thing you may want to do is bury the stem a little as well. It gives it a bit more support when it's small. And the stem will just grow roots, which is nice. This is a bit rough at the moment, but in the end it will benefit the plant, so got to be cruel to be kind. There we go. Give it a nice pat down. This soil's already quite moist. So
you can water them in if it's not moist.
Yeah, There we go. One new plant.
Which will hopefully grow into the pot and be very big.
Very happy. Okay.
Bye bye.